And the story reads, Barack Obama wants to make it easier to monitor how the second $350 billion installment of the financial bailout is spent. It says homeowners and small businesses should get some help. We can regain the confidence of both Congress and the American people in that this is not just money that is being given to banks without any strings attached, and nobody knows what happens, but rather that it is targeted very specifically at getting credit flowing again to businesses and families. The president-elect said in an interview aired Sunday, Obama's economic team has been talking with the Bush administration about having Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson ask Congress as early as this week for access to the rest of the bailout fund. If Congress rejected such a request, a presidential veto could still free up the money unless Congress overrode the veto. Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid indicated during a rare Senate session Sunday that Bush and Obama officials are near agreement on submitting notice to Congress about using the remaining $350 billion. We're waiting to hear from President Bush and or President-elect Obama as to what, if anything, they're going to do, said Reid, Democrat of Nevada, and that's occurring as we speak. The Congressional Oversight Panel raised detailed questions last week about how banks are spending the first $350 billion, how the money will combat the rising tide of home foreclosures and Treasury's overall strategy for the rescue. In instance after instance, the panel said the Treasury Department did not offer adequate responses. Now, all this is telling us right now, all we're getting right now from this is that $350 billion has already been released.
Of our money that we can touch?
Of money that the government has granted on an economic bailout plan. Now, they are already questioning them about the use of the first $350 billion. Now there's a second installment of $350 billion, and they're trying to figure out what they're going to put it in.
I really don't matter.
Can y'all believe that?
Just put it in the middle of P Street.
They're trying to figure out what they're going to do with $350 billion. And either President Bush or President-elect Obama will decide exactly what's to take place and how it's going to take place.
So I got a question for you. What you think Obama will do?
Completely honest?
Yeah.
We're going to find out what happened with the first $350 million.
I would hope that first he would find out what happens with the first $350 billion.
Which I believe he already has. Which is the reason why Bush is so tight with him right now.
Bush released a statement, as the First Lady was just briefing us on a little while ago, about how he is so sorry because he knows that Barack Obama is going to incur so much of his backlash from his doings in the White House. Black House. Now, with that already being said, we know that there's been some very, very, very false movements inside of that White House leading up to this point. With $700 billion at fold, falling on where they have to try to figure out where to put the second half of it.
Because when you're dealing with something on the lines of money, if my daughter comes to me and she tells me, "Ma, I need $10," and I tell her, "I'm gonna give you $5 right now. I'm not gonna give you the whole thing. I'm gonna give you $5 right now." Okay. Now I know what her intentions were with the first $5, but I don't see any effort toward making that happen. I know what she says, but it has not been proven to me that she actually started what she said she was going to start to do with those $5. Now, if I'm going to question her what to do, what she's going to do with the next $5 is because primarily I have a question of what she originally did with those $5, which she goes into the $350 billion. The real question is, what should I use it for? What is it for? So now, being that it was used to stimulate the banks, we already know because we talked about this. That $350 billion was supposed to stimulate the banks and I don't know if I said billion or not, and free up mortgages and so forth and so on. Well, we already know that was to help cover up some of the debt that George Bush caused. The next $350 billion shouldn't even be a question because that right there, when you break it down, if I'm not mistaken, every working citizen in the United States of America that has made less than $150,000 in the year 2008 can get a stimulus check. Maybe not $10,000, it might be $7,500. However, we can all get a check. So if they're trying to figure it out, I mean, they can call me, I can tell them. So if you're watching the United States government and you're trying to figure out what we're going to do with $350 billion, give me a call, 404-437-1287. I'll show you how to make it happen.
And there it is.
No doubt. No doubt. NYSradio.com, man. Y'all hear this up. It's like the first thing you just said, man. 404-437-1287, man. Time's getting short, man. We're trying to get ready get some final thoughts on today's topics, man. My final thoughts, man. Let's see. Final thoughts, man. What kind of time do you have on that camera, Ed? See if I can get my final thoughts on the YouTube.
You got about a minute. Recording YouTube. You got 1 minute. Yeah.
But for the YouTubers out there, y'all stay positive. All the MySpaces, bloggers, mingers, flicksters, tricksters, all y'all Facebookers, whatever y'all do, man. However y'all get connected online, make sure y'all keep telling y'all people, man. NYS Radio got the best content of an internet radio station ever. They're a 7-year-old, going on 8-year-old internet radio station from Atlanta, Georgia, owned by this badass cat named Jamal Whited. They call him DJ CK. You know what I'm saying? So check us out right here every day, NYSradio.com, man. For the rest of y'all out there in internet radio land, man, out there in NYS Radio land. Final thoughts for today's show. First, man, God bless the child who got his own, man. You know what I'm saying? Dr. King wanted us to, in my eyes, Dr. King wanted us to do the very best we can for ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? Pass on the lessons, man, that are learned. You know, if we gain knowledge, pass that knowledge upon others. Let others reap benefits from the knowledge that we possess. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the not the American way, that's the human way.